Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is a very exciting video. We are doing the long-awaited launch and announcement of the pre-made bullet journals, the undated version, as well as a bonus undated planner. So the first thing I want to talk about is how and where you can get your hands on these. So as you guys know, these are no longer called Made by KG because I don't really love that. We are now called the Journal Club, which honestly, coming up with the name for the business was really hard, and I really love the Journal Club. A lot of my friends and family weren't big fans, but I went with it anyway because I couldn't think of anything better. But love the Journal Club, and that is where you can find these on thejournalclub.co.uk. If you are based internationally, so if you're not based in the UK, these are available to you on my Etsy store, as that just works a lot better in terms of international shipping. Of course, I will put links to both thejournalclub.co.uk and my Etsy shop in the description of this video, so you can click right there and go straight to them. So I'm going to be going through absolutely everything, the different colours, up close like details, what's included when you buy one, how much they're going to be, as well as a quick flick through of all of the internal pages. So first up, let's talk about the different colours that are available. So there are 4 different colours in both the journals and the planners, and as you can see here, I have done it so that they kind of match. So the planners are a slightly darker shade of the journals pretty much. There are 2 with gold foil and 2 with silver foil. So up first we have the green, which I think is by far my favourite colour, and I think is also your guys' favourite colour. Every time I asked on my Instagram stories, green was always voted the most. So yes, these are the colours. I tried to get the elastics to sort of match best that I possibly could, and I think I did a fairly good job. The lighter colours were really hard, but the darkers were good. The green, as you can see, has a gold foil on it. Next up we have the pink, which again I love. Weirdly in this one I think I love the planner colour more than the journal, which is unusual because it's the opposite for pretty much all of the other ones. But the pink has a silver foil logo on it. And next up we have the sort of blue or navy, whatever you want to call it. And again, this has got the silver foil logo on it. And finally, we have the sort of beigey brown, like neutral colours. So the cream on the journal, and then the sort of like darker beigey brown colour on the planner. And these both have gold foil on them. So in terms of specific like features on the books, this is the same across the planners and the journals. They all have this elastic on the front to sort of keep your book together, and they also all have a pen loop. Now this is new, I added this year. I just really like to have somewhere to keep like my main black pen that I write everything in with, that's like different from my coloured markers. They also will all have 2 ribbons in this year, which is new, but that's mainly because I like to keep my place both in my yearly pages and my monthly pages, and I couldn't do that with 1 ribbon, so that's why I got 2. One of the biggest comments that I got from the previous journal release was that the pens sort of bled through the paper. So previously I had 120 GSM paper, which was the thickest that I could find, but we have now sort of changed that, and we have got 160 GSM paper, which is honestly probably the thickest I can do without making this book absolutely enormous. I have tested it, the pens do not bleed through, I am so pleased to say. So that's the main change that we've got this year on the journals, is that the paper is much thicker. But we only have 110 GSM paper in the planners because obviously their primary use is not to be using like colouring pens on them, they're mainly for writing, so 110 is perfect. And the thinner the paper, the more pages that I can get inside. So this will cover 6 months worth. Like if you use it to a T every single day like I do, you'll get 6 full months worth, which doesn't sound like a lot. Like you think most planners have a year, but actually I bought a lot of planners to sort of work out the best way to do this and found that most planners only last me about 3 months, which is absolutely ridiculous. And you'll see when we go into the pages of this, it's very in-depth planning. Like, you plan your year, your month, your week, your day for every single day. So I'm pretty chuffed with that, and 6 months is a long time really. You need to buy 2 a year if you're going to use it every day. Now let's talk about price, which is what everyone always wants to know. How much are these going to be? Now, although they are significantly better in quality, in my opinion, to last year, I am not changing the price on them, because really the true cost of this is the amount of like time and effort that goes into designing all of the pages inside it. Like, if you think this is over 200 pages and each page has been individually designed by me. So the journals are going to be £28 and the planners are going to be £24 plus shipping, because depending on where you are in the world, that will affect how much the shipping is. If you're not based in the UK, the shipping price is very much out of my control. I know that in some countries it is going to be a lot. I don't have sort of international warehouses. They are all being shipped from the UK. So I don't make any profit on shipping, I promise. You're literally paying whatever, whoever it is, Royal Mail, FedEx, I don't know. You're just paying whatever they are charging me. So yes, I wanted to make sure they were available worldwide, because a lot of people asked about that. So I am sorry if the shipping prices are high if you're worldwide. If you're in the UK, it will be £3.65 and they are all sent tracked 48 with Royal Mail. You will see on the website that they are available to buy as a bundle. So if you wanted to buy the planner and the journal together, they will be £47, and then of course you will only have to pay the shipping price once. I asked you guys if you wanted it to be fixed, like that you had to buy the colour set, and a lot of people said no, so I have made it available so that you can mix and match colours. So when you buy the bundle, it will ask you what colour journal you want and what colour planner you want, and so yeah, you can mix and match. If you want the pink planner with the green journal, which I think a lot of people actually said that they wanted, so yeah, you can get that combo. You can get whatever combo you want, to be honest. I think the cream and the green, I think would be a really cute set. But me personally, I want everything to be the same colour, so I would get the matching colour set, but it's totally up to you. Now, in terms of shipping times, because I know a lot of people, just knocked myself out. I know a lot of people had this question last year, because even though I tried to make it really clear, some people still missed it. This is a pre-order, so I have ordered these from the manufacturer. They obviously take a long time to make and put together, because they're all individually printed pages and bound together. So you're ordering them now because they're ready to go, and I wanted to sort of like give access to them. However, they do not ship for at least 3 weeks. So all that information will be on the website. So you can either pre-order them now and guarantee yourself one. They did sell out last year. Even though they were dated, they sold out 3 weeks before Christmas. So if you want to make sure you get your hands on one, I would recommend going on the pre-order. You should get them before the end of July, so you could start them in August. Otherwise, just wait a couple of weeks and then they will be available for like live ordering, and they will just come when you order them in like the 2 to 3 business days kind of thing. Right, I think that is everything in terms of like specifics on the outside of the books. Now let's dive into the internal pages. I will start with the internals of the journal and then move on to the planner after that. So when we open up and look inside, similar to last time, however, it now says welcome to the journal club. This journal belongs to, and then of course you would just put your name there. And the thing that lots of people mention that they're confused about is what's the difference between a journal and a planner. And the way I like to describe it is like this. So planners are to like structure your time, and journals are to reflect on it. And I'm hoping you'll be able to see that there is a dot grid here, and that's on all of the pages. We then have the pen test page. So of course you sort of just like colour in the dots and then do a little swatch of all of your pens. I also like to number all of my colours so that I can then refer back to that throughout the time. Next up we have a yearly calendar page, which is just like a little bit of a key that you can use, and then the opening page for the yearly pages. So it's very, very similar to last year in terms of the yearly pages. We have the year in pixels and the weather tracker. spend tracker and a step tracker, song of the month, and a yearly highlights page. Now this actually spans over onto 3 pages, but I don't have it here because, as I said, it's a sample. So there will be a space for every single month, so you can use this for 12 months. And I have made these the perfect size for a Polaroid. Obviously, if you don't have a Polaroid, you can just draw a little picture or write a little description in there if you want, but you can stick actual Polaroids on here. They are that size. And then what it's going to be is another one of these pages, and then bucket list. So you can have all 12 of your yearly highlights and a bucket list page. Moving on to the monthly pages. So I will go through this month in full, and then I'll just show you the design for each, because the general setup of the pages is the same across every single month. It's just the sort of theme that changes. So title page, of course, we have the colors. So you would set sort of the main colors that you want to use for each month. And that's when I find that numbering the pen test page comes in handy, because you can write the numbers next to these boxes here, so you know you're definitely using the same colours each time. We have a self-care bingo, which after some feedback last year I have made slightly smaller because people were saying there were like too many boxes. We have a goals for the month, so you can make 4 goals for the month. Then we have the sleep tracker, and a big change that I made here from last year is that this now does span the full 24 hours of the day. So you can put in all of your little naps, or if you work night shifts, whatever, you can now use all of the hours of the day for your sleep tracking. We have the daily rating, which last year was a mood tracker, but people kind of said that they were tracking their moods in the year in pixels already, so they didn't want to track it again. So instead I'm just gonna like rate your day. So like your overall mood could change, but that doesn't necessarily mean you had like a bad day. So we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5 stars for the daily rating. Then we have a habit tracker. So you write sort of what habit you want to do, put a little dot or color in the box, whatever you want when you do those habits. Again, we'll explain in the tutorial. And I have left a page blank. So one thing a lot of people said last year is lots of different people wanted lots of different things. So the best way for me to sort of allow you guys to do that is to have a completely blank page. Obviously it's got the dots on it, so that you can put whatever you want to track on this page, or you can just leave it completely blank. This is something that I'm also going to have on the yearly pages. So there will be a completely blank spread of yearly pages. The thing that I'm going to put on my blank spread of yearly pages is my Apple Watch like achievement. So I try and get the monthly achievement on my Apple Watch every month, and I want to put that in here and colour it in. So that's the sort of thing I'm going to do. Some people want to do like a reading log or whatever floats your boat, really. After those pages, we have this page, which is obviously just a little space for you to do like a little diary entry every single day. And then also this box here. So last year I titled this, and I titled it like things I'm grateful for, but some people wanted it for like achievements, and I think that's what I want. I actually want it to be like, what did I achieve this week, or like my main highlight of the week, things like that. So I've left it blank. It's just a blank box, so you can title it whatever you want. Of course you can put the date up in this corner. And because it's undated, I've made sure there are 5 spreads of this, so you can use them. Obviously you can overflow into the next month. It will always work out that you have space somewhere, whether it's like, say this is like the 30th and you need the 31st, you would just skip these pages and overflow into the next month pretty much. So yes, now let's go through all of the themes. So obviously we have lemon and lime, and then this month's theme is mango and passion fruit, and I really love this one. This one is cherries and berries, so that was really cute. Next month we have blueberry and banana, so blueberries and then banana leaves. Then we have strawberry and kiwi, so we've got the kiwis and this like little border of kiwis. We then have apples and pears. And as you see, some months are like funky shapes like this, and some are just like boxes. I did a bit of both because that's what you guys said you wanted. We have melon page, and I didn't actually know what to title this. So like I've obviously titled every single week, what the different fruit is. This, I ended up just going with melon, which maybe wasn't the best titling, but I thought it was kind of funny. Then we have pineapple and coconut. So lots of like pineapple rings. And on this one, we have like the big pineapple ring. We have star fruit and grapefruit. So all of the little stars, I thought it was really cute. And then grapefruits here. Next up, we have peach and pomegranate. As you can obviously see, like I tried to do 2 different fruits for every single month. And finally, we have cranberry and gooseberry, which hopefully is not too obvious, but I was really struggling to find more fruits. Like 24 fruits is a lot of fruits to come up with. Oh, no, that's not the last page. I can't even remember the order that I put it in. Finally, we have dragon fruit and papaya. Moving on to the planner, this one is going to be probably significantly easier to explain as it follows the same format sort of throughout the whole book. Of course, we have this planner it belongs to, and you're just going to put your name in there. We then have the 1 yearly sort of calendar page, so you've got your 12 months. This is just like a 6-month diary, but of course, planning your whole year is still useful. Next up, and so from now on, the book is basically going to follow this same format. So you have your monthly page with some notes and a key. And then following that, you have a weekly page, so every day of the week, and a little notes section. And then after each weekly page, you have 7 daily pages. So on the daily pages, a list of to-dos, some notes, and a schedule, as this is just sort of like how I like to plan my day. And I wanted to make sure you had enough one for every day. So, missed a page there. There are 7, and then a blank one, like in case you mess up or just want to use this page for something else. And then you'll have another weekly page. And in terms of how many weekly pages there are in between each monthly page, there are 5 weekly pages. So you have monthly, followed by weekly page, 7 daily pages, weekly page, 7 daily pages, and basically that 5 times. And then in terms of how many sets of that monthly in the whole book is 6 months. So you can do 6 months worth of planning with this book. And obviously it's very intense planning. Like you're planning your month, your week, and each individual day. So it's like for those people that are really intense planners, like to write everything down like 5 different ways, which is me pretty much. But that is the entire format for the planners. But yes, that is everything for this video. If you have any like more questions or anything, definitely just pop them in the comments. And when you do, if you do purchase one of these, there is a tutorial on how to use all of the individual pages. I'm aware that in this video I just sort of did like a quick flick through, and you might be looking at a page thinking, how on earth do I use that page? Don't worry, there is tutorials. They're probably live right now, so I will put the link to those in the description as well, but there will be on like the sort of paper wrap that comes on this, there will be a QR code on the back that you can scan that will take you right to that tutorial. So definitely check that out if you do have any questions. But yes, that is absolutely everything. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next video. Bye.